underneath at the back. And this is upside down. So this is upside down. Just to be where it is, boy. Lay that there, and this goes right back against those grooves. Ha ha! I don't know what this is for, eh? Put the back on. How far does that strip go back? Okay. Almost all the way. I'm not going to punch any holes through the outside for that one, I don't think. I don't think I will. Don't think I will. He thinks I'll leave that alone. Okay, I'm just going to turn the camera off so I can reposition myself here. Okay, now I got it laid on its back up here on the bench. Maybe I might be better off doing it on the floor, but I'm doing this one for photographic reasons, so it'll be easier to see it up here. The camera won't be tipped almost straight down, eh? This is the front of the dresser now. And that's up there is up. Now these are the strips that go in. And where do they go? They line up across the bottoms of these strips here. Like so. What I'm going to do is put a little dab of Dooya glue on the bottoms here. Of each one. Now these strips, these are the spacer strips in between the drawers. Remember that? And these will be overlapped by the drawers. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is going to make it hard to reach. If I fasten that one on, I'm not going to be able to spread it to put this one in. And I want to do that because I don't want the glue running down over the outside. There we go. That first one was hardest because it was near the top where that strip is. It's not hard at all now. Because there's nothing holding the bottom together down here. Oh yeah. She's a part of an eighth of an inch there on her own now. But if I nailed the previous one down, they'll all be as difficult as what the top one was. There we go. Now then. Well, I'd had to end up putting this on the floor anyway. I don't think I nailed these other ones from the outside at all. No. This is going to be, this bottom one here now is going to be overlapped by the skirt. The skirt's going to come up the bottom. Little flange is going to come up over this one. So far. So that skirt will hide this nail. The drawer is going to drop down a little ways. And it'll hide this nail. So there'll be no filling here at all. If I can get this to work out right. It looked like a blank to me. There we go. sucking together there the way I would like it to be. There we go. Now I'm going to put it on the floor to put the other two on because I can't reach back there. There we go. There's a front view. As you can see, I got my back strip for my nailer for the top, front strip for the nailer for the top, side strips for the nailer for the top. So bang, top's taken care of. I got my front one here just as a stabilizer as the front skirt goes along. They're over there behind the camera. You'll see that now in a few minutes. Put the front skirt along here, and the ones around the side. I got this back one, so when the back slides in, it fastens to it. And that's what we're going to do right now, because I just assembled this just minutes ago. The glue is still wet, so, and this could of course be any shape right now. So before the glue sets up, I'm going to put the back in, which will square everything up. There's no reason not to put that back on now, except for the skirt. This is finished. Oh, maybe reaching in to screw the top down. No, I can reach in through here and screw the top down. You know what the problem is going to be though? Putting that top skirt on without putting the top on. I mean, without the back on. It'd be easier. I'd screw right up through that strip, up through the top and into the top skirt. If I put the backs on, ew. Maybe I see how good those backs fit. If they fit good, I'll just slide them in. When I'm ready to put the backs on, when I'm ready to put the top on, I'll slide the back down a bit so I can reach up inside with the drill. I'll add the experiment there, and we'll see what I end up doing. Okay, I flipped it around up and down, slipped the backs in, and as I was afeared, I didn't make those backs slide up into those grooves perfectly tight. I made the back just a little bit narrower than what the inside groove to groove is. You know, just in case that if these strips happen to have been just a little bit too short, or those back strips happen to be just a little bit too short, that would bring the whole thing together more. And that brought the whole thing together more. Then, of course, the back wouldn't slide a ball, and then to run 30 of those through the saw and take off a squidgen of an inch again. So the backs are plenty small to slide up in those grooves, so by inserting those up in there will not prove a thing to straighten it out. Unless of course I put them in and fastened everything and then straightened it out. Yeah, I'm going to put the back on anyway. I'm going to put the backs on, square them up, shoot the short nails down through the groove, in through the back to the wood, again, you know, right through. And I will fasten my little scoobly doobs here that goes on the top. Of course they go on the back here, you know. I will fasten these to the tops first. Because if I don't, I'm going to have to go up through a 3/4 inch strip, a 3/4 inch top. You know, there's an 1.5 inch screw. I'm going to have to use a 2-inch screw just to go a 1/2 inch into this, right? So I'm going to fasten these to my tops, and then take this end the top and put it on, and then screw up through. That way I'll finish these as I'm finishing the tops. And with the new spray gun I got now, I'm not afraid of this trapped area here. like I was with my old one, just the old one. My old gun, the air, conventional air, I would trap, and I wouldn't be able to, there'd be a straight line right across here that I wouldn't spray into because of the force of the air. My new gun will. Got it, by George, that's what I'm going to do. So I will put that back, I will turn it over on its face, and I will put the back on. I'll square it up and nail her on. I'll set her up and then we'll watch it happen. Now, she's all squared up. Let's put the square on her. As a matter of fact, I never had to touch it. So I can hold it that way and get that back in now. Come on now, baby. Yeah. So much for leaving it that way, right? Cam up over the lip in there. Now, I don't want to go too high here. And lift the top off. Now I'm going to have to re-square it again. Now she moved. She's good there, just to make sure that that side is not 90 and this side is something else. I gotta split my two angles. Nope. Perfectable. I got, I don't know, it's all in this metric shit, you know? Thirteen sixteenths. Yeah, just over 3/4. Just a shade over 3/4 in here. So what happened now? They're going to go down through the top, across the groove, which goes through the wood, and into the bottom again. Probably don't need that many in there, but it had add strength to it. That strip's on its edge, isn't it? Yeah, so I just got 3/4 to work with up there. Right through a knot, watch. Just as flush as the rest of them, but there we go. Now there's no strips in between to nail them to. So that's all we got. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. She's good and steady there now. Oh yeah, there's no movement. There's none. Zero, zilt, and mint. I just see that one of the nails sticking up just a little bit there. My toenail in. I don't think anything will hit him because we got about 3/8 of an inch there for this drawer. But I'm not sure about that 3/8 offset. So get rid of it. There's no need of having it sticking up there. So I'm still not going to get away with one nailer. I'm going to have to revert back and forth. That one nail back there is doing good. I missed. Good enough. Good enough, sir. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I gotta know. Will the width of those drawers fit in there? Shit. That'd be a bugger, wouldn't it? I only got 4 times 30. I only got 120 drawers. cut up. I got none put together yet, just a 4 for the first one that I made. And that was just after you went home or just before you went home in October. It's been sitting in the house ever since. Unfinished too, which is not good, you know. Hasn't moved though. Hasn't moved. Not a squidgen. Not a